Now this is a proper interview. Blake makes light of it and laughs through it. I was Lily Bloom, and this is the saddest thing that I see in the millions of people, these Lily Blooms spaced out all across the world for this epidemic of domestic abuse and domestic violence. I just want to write a letter to the ones who want to tell a survivor that the past is the past and it doesn't define you. And you are bigger than that. The past is in the past, and these messy heads we are, I agree. But when I see some Hollywood celebrity who simply took a script and played a role in a movie, speaking these words so bright and bubbly, without a real essence of reality, that gets to me. For there are millions in fact, of Lily Blooms who are embedded with self-doubt, that non-worthy belief that they serve anyone and everyone but me. Whilst the biggest problem in the room, looking at Blake Lively, is not only a history of interviews to which she will speak and look down like that person doing a job is beneath, but also jumping on a bandwagon of questioning a woman whilst down, who is poorly and weak and who told the world she was unable to speak, in joining a trending hashtag to try and compete to ride an algorithm of the elite. She chose to partake in Where is Kate, and many again looked on in disgrace. And she, like many others, will join these campaigns and will speak out against the media and what they bring to their name. But I would say if there was nothing for them to report on, no actions and behaviours, then all would simply be the fairy tale dream. But speaking on actions and behaviours, I will, as someone who's lived within the four walls of how that is domestic violence, who understands what it can do, how it can strip you back, embedding fears so big beyond anything. In how all these Lily Blooms living within or escaped and fled away, they know what it's like to look evil straight in the face. They learn to navigate a new way. They slept next to it, eating dinner opposite it. Or simply a child like me who watched and felt every action of it. And then messy women and men, as let's not forget, some of them too. Also, they understand words and how they don't always equal a genuine and guarantee a security. In how they often use to confuse for the sole purpose to abuse. That fight or flight is what they take along with a new alignment of reading a room, and how this becomes their new way to bloom. Whilst that weed is growing around you, as it slowly crushes you, taking the goodness away. So you learn a new way. A regrowth of living and breathing only the words they approve of, and that you are allowed to speak. So of course, the millions of Lily Blooms that watch on as Blake takes this role, and I have no doubt in my mind she never meant to cause harm. But reality is, to me, it seems, she sees this as another job, a milestone in her career. The Hollywood spiel of trigger words to show the goodness in me, rather than understanding the bigger part in this movie. The effects that it could create in awareness of the messy heads so brave. Because Blake told them pretty much the same script of power and light, and how this story was just a time in their past lives. She missed a trick. She missed that connection of the depths of this plight and how it literally takes people's lives. For those messy heads can take away your light, and the evil inside them can destroy you. So the lilies of this world looked at her, speak all of these words and see past the generic, and didn't feel so connected. Unlike Justin Baldoni, who got it and seemed to know that this role in this movie was much bigger than him, that it really affected them. The responsibility he had to feel and bring in the aftermath, and not just when the cameras stop rolling, before he moves on to the next character. And we felt that in his words, his body language, and beyond his eyes. For this is what we do. We can't help as these internal reactions embedded so deep kept us in fight or flight, unable to speak past that story in our lives. We are strong, we have got more to give, and it does not define us. But that takes work. That is a constant battle we fight to unearth our worth. So when someone brushes over it, we feel silence in our strength once again. So that's why Blake is trending, and I speak on her just like she spoke on Kate, because this was a choice I, like her, made. And that's just my opinions, my thoughts shared as a person, a people, someone who lived domestic violence, someone who was quite shocked at her brushing over with these words that we're all used to at this point in our life. But as a survivor, we see past the words. We look for connections, we look for a human reaction, we look for safe, and we found that inner counterpart, as in the character, the actor that is Justin Baldoni.